Hello, I'm back working on the mystery blue field for us. So I've kind of given up on trying to do a smooth blue field. So yesterday I just said, screw it. I'm gonna brush stroke as smooth of a field as I can. And I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna fill it in and make it as even as possible. So it's a different tact. I've tried to pay attention to what people on the web are saying on YouTube for painting, blending colors and making fields and stuff. The difference is that this canvas is vertical because it's so large and I can't mix a lot of water. So, because it would drip. I can't make the paint super fluid. So I kind of have to take a different tact. And I'm going to experiment. The experiment continues, and I'm just going to do what I can to try and make a decent looking painting. So that's where I'm at, and we'll see how it goes. So here I'm preparing to draw the outline of the whales. I'm going to use white paint because I'm going to be covering over the white paint with the actual whale colors. So I'm just trying to minimize the amount of blue that I'm going to have to fill in between all the brush strokes. And white is a great color because any color on top of white looks like the color. So, and of course it'll be dry before I get to going around these edges with the blue. So as you can see, there's lots of variation in depth of the blue. The lightest of the blue is way lighter than I would ever want on the vast majority of the painting, especially on the blue field. So I'm just going between the strokes and with a little brush, and everywhere where it's not as deep as the deepest blue that you see, there's a few spots that you can see far right, somewhere in the middle of the whale's tummy and down near the bottom. Those are really dark spots. Eventually the whole blue field will be at least that dark, if not darker. So I'm kind of treating this like it's watercolor because this paint is so transparent. I'm just filling in the light areas, trying to bring the tones more even, and this is actually working out relatively well. Now you see down to the left of my butt there's some really dark blue areas. That's just where the brush strokes overlapped when I was changing direction with the brush going left to right, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So here I'm principally doing vertical strokes just to be different from the horizontal strokes. There's a lot of brush strokes in the horizontal strokes, brush marks, which leave hills and valleys, and I'm kind of hoping that some of the vertical strokes of this blue paint will fill in the valleys and leave a thinner coat on the ridges to help even it out. That's just a guess. Is this going to be a long process? Yes. I'm kind of crazy. This will probably be the last acrylic painting I ever do. Acrylic is a real pain in the butt, and this is an excellent reason. The paint dries so fast. Even I've added retarder. I've sprayed with a water bottle on where I go and where I've been, and as soon as the paint starts to dry just a little bit, if you hit it again with a brush, it gets really blotchy and really nasty. My natural tendency would be to do this in oil, but oil stinks, and I used to do only oils and watercolors. I've never done acrylic before. So anyway, what I'm doing here, it really does seem to be working for me. It's just going to take me a while. I might have to do this 3 or 4 times across the painting, but as you can see, it's really starting to improve
the even colors. And anyway, so I've asked one of my favorite folk singers if I can use some of his music as background music for this. Haven't heard back yet. His name's David Stoddard. Maybe you can go on the web, find a guy named David Stoddard, and send him an email saying, hey, let Parker use some of your music because I hate listening to him talk and I want to hear what you sound like. Anyway, he's from Wisconsin and he's got some really fun songs. Anyway, I'm going to shut up for a while and almost done and let it go. Thank you very much.